Welcome back, folks. It's the following weekend from last weekend. And brought the boys with me. We're back out here at the little pull-off area, 4th of July Pass. We're going to be tent camping tonight. The boys are going to take the Car-V. It's supposed to be down in the 30s, but I got a pretty good sleeping bag, and I'm a slightly hardy fella. I can introduce you to my boys. Sorry about the smoke, but that's what campfires do. Boys, this is Bradley Jr. That's Donald the third. And my boys live here in Idaho with me, and my wife's back at the apartment having some her time. Maybe some girl time. I think her and some of the girls have some plans for tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. After work. Who knows? Well, yeah, we're back out here, and
cold.
it's pretty nice out. Sun's out. It's been kind of chilly. It was nice last weekend when I was out here. Cold in the morning, but pretty nice throughout the day. And it's been raining most of the week, into 30s at night, and then 40s and lower 50s during the daytime. But all in all, can't complain. Not do any good. We all know that. But you know, we got all the provisions that we need for the weekend. We'll be here. Today's Friday. We'll be here tomorrow and into Sunday. Sunday's supposed to be in the 70s. Had a pretty good work week, and boys seem to have had a good week at school. And yeah, that's it. I mean, just here. They got a twin mattress in the car for them with some plenty of blank. I can't even talk. Can't talk.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited to finally be back out here and able to camp. Camp out of town. I camp in town pretty much most of the week. And we'll see what the next couple days bring. It is bear season. Spring bear season started a couple days ago, and up the road, that big burn spot that I showed you seems to be the main area where they hunt bear and all that, according to the fellow that I spoke with. But yeah, as long as they don't get scared and run this way and decide to come visit me in my tent. Now my wife wants us to bring back a baby cub. We all know that's not going to happen. She's one of those people who probably stands at least a 50% chance of dying and trying to pet something that she should not pet. But that's just the way she is.
Get her a shirt that says
I saw a shirt that actually said that. I thought it was quite entertaining, and I thought of her instantly. But that's it for now. We're gonna finish having some dinner. The boys are eating some hot dogs cooked over the fire right at the moment, and I'm gonna cook Donald some ramen, some camp ramen, and Bradley will probably eat 55 more things because he's 13 and he just seems to eat everything and then grow another 2 inches every night.
I guess we're just gonna play around for a bit.
Yeah, they're gonna do a little bit of exploring,
Play around
probably,
until it gets dark. Come back to us.
and then
What?
haven't quite decided what I'm gonna have for dinner yet, but I'll probably bring you back while I'm cooking. Who knows? Like I said, I'm not fancy. Got a lot of options for food. I did pick up some pulled pork barbecue stuff. I might have that on some of them slider buns that I got, and I got some sausages and beans and rice, different stuff. I got too many options, honestly. Too many options. I got my pantry. Oh, I wanted to show you that. This is a new addition. New addition. This is it's kind of hard to get to, but this is why I did not put the sheets and stuff on their mattress yet, so I could show y'all. But that right there in that rifle case are both full of non-perishable foods. I did bring the drones with me. Maybe we'll get a little bit of drone footage. I don't know. I'm not real good at operating them yet. But hey, as long as it's up there taking pictures or photos, at least I got something until I crash it, right? And then if I crash it, we'll just put that in the video. So, this is my tent. This was Father's Day present that my sister and her husband that live here got me. The first year that I moved here, back in 2023, the boys and I moved here from Central New York. We drove across the country for 4 days. Went to Mount Rushmore. That was really cool. But we're in a different area than last week. As you can see, there's a gated off roadway there, and of course we got the canopy, rooftop stuff. The car, she was loaded down today with all the mattresses. I got my normal bed pad in here and my Sub-Zero mummy bag, whatever you want to call it. It's a sleeping bag. I've always called them sleeping bag. That's what it is. I sleep in it, sleeping bag. And a couple extra blankets and whatnot. And some clothes for tomorrow or whatever. Who knows? You know, I got stuff. There's stuff everywhere. And yeah, I'm going to finish my Diet Miller up there, and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner, and I'll bring you back later on. As you can see here, I'm playing around with my Snaptane P30, and I am not good at controlling it. Not very good anyway. It does not have stabilization, and with low batteries, it pretty much just, it does what it does. It's a great drone, and I am still in the learning process, so bear with me, and maybe in the future we'll actually have some really good video footage using the Snaptane. I also have some footage of our trip that I used, the DJI Neo, and that's obviously a lot more stable because it's a much better and more expensive drone. All that being said, we had a lot of fun, and this is just me playing with a drone. Enjoy. Welcome back, folks. Just getting ready to cook Donald his ramen. And so we get him situated, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner. But yeah, did a couple minutes of exploring, nothing major. Just took the drone up, and of course forgot to charge the batteries on the drones, so I didn't get very much flight time. But I did use the Neo and messed around with that quite a bit, so we'll see how that works out. I have yet to transfer any of the Neo footage that I've had to CapCut, but we'll figure it out. And got Bradley filming me at the moment. Donald's walking around, and yeah, hanging out by the fire and getting a little dinner situated. And, turn on a little music because I like music. Been listening to the soundtrack for the Hunter Calls Wild video game, but when you change like outposts and different hunting areas on that game, it has music, like folk music and just instrumental stuff that I really like. So I've been listening to that quite a bit lately, and so yeah, right at the moment got ramen going. I think I figured out what I'm going to eat. Pulled pork sounds really good, but I do have some barbecue sausages and some beans that sound really good too, and some slider. I don't know. As I said earlier, I got too many choices. But hey, I'm thankful for anything, so I'm going to eat whatever and hang out with the boys, and then maybe have another Diet Miller or two before bed. I don't know. We'll go from there, but we'll see you later. Welcome back, y'all. Just sitting here around the fire. Boys are having some s'mores. I'm not really a sweets guy. We all had dinner. Sorry, I let my phone get a little bit low, so it's not able to record myself cooking my illustrious pulled pork in the little hot pot over the propane thing. You know, I already told you, not a fancy fella. I do what needs to be done to get what I need, and it seems that Donald has a sugar high at the moment. They've had what, 6, 7 s'mores? So yeah, but it's beautiful, peaceful, even though you can hear a lot of the highway noise. Apparently the extra mile and a half I went into the woods last week made a big difference as far as noise goes. Yeah, and of course you can, I don't know if you, yeah, it's right there. See, right there is Venus. And there was a jet that went by it, and you could see the contrail from the commercial jetliner next to it, and it looked really cool. The sun was out, well, not out, but wasn't as far down below the horizon at that point in time, so it was orange, and I think Bradley took a picture of it that he's going to send to me, so I'll put it on somewhere in here. But yeah, we hope you guys like the videos. Oh!
We got that one on camera.
Oh man! So
That was the biggest one we've had.
there's a little tiny rock that heated up over there earlier, and it popped pretty good in it. Sorry about the slight disruption in audio. My wife was trying to call us to say goodnight, and apparently that ended it. Well, good morning, folks. Sorry I haven't recorded anything else this morning. It's like 10:15. We got loaded up. We're headed to a different campsite. Quite honestly, this one was pretty good, but a lot of highway noise, and that's just not what we're looking for. But the site itself was awesome. Yeah, it was very cold last night. Very, very cold. I believe it got down below freezing, and I was in the tent, but my thrift store Sub-Zero sleeping bag that I got for like $4 and my blue fleece blanket, between the two of those, I was toasty. Actually, I ended up taking the fleece blanket off of me. Oh, there's the Mr. What was that? Guar had a line, a song. It was called "Why Do Nazi Skinheads Wear Red Suspenders Anyway?" And it's one of our not so nice people from this area. But anyway, we are going to take a little break here. Hopefully the restrooms are open, and we are going to head on out to Kingston. And that's where we're going to be for Saturday night. The boys and yeah, like I said, sorry I didn't record anything. We all got up about 8 o'clock. I made breakfast for everybody. I had sausage and eggs. Donald had a few sausage on brioche breakfast sandwiches, and then Bradley had a couple small sausage slider brioche things and some brown sugar maple oatmeal. So I had my instant Folgers as usual. I do need to find some of the instant Black Rifle. I really like that coffee. I drink my coffee black, and it's a really good flavored coffee, just black. So, all right. Well, later on, we're not far, maybe a half hour or so from where we were going, but we'll bring you back when we get there. Later. On our way to Kingston, and when I look at the mountains, still have snow on them. That one, some big old peaks. I'm not sure, but I think the one ahead of us is part of Silver Mountain Ski Resort, like the back side of the mountain from where the gondola is. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's already warmer at 10:40 in the morning than it was all day yesterday. And where we're going, there's no cell phone service, so that's A-okay. We'll get stuff situated and maybe go for a little walk or whatever. I guess we shall see. Until then, later on, folks. So here we are, headed out past Bumblebee. This goes out towards Thompson Pass, which is pretty gnarly in the wintertime. Gets so much snow, there's no getting through it. Actually, we were out here, well, I was out here a few weeks ago, and there was still more than enough snow that I was not going to go through it in my all-wheel drive vehicle with 9.5 inches of clearance and great tires. But there's a bunch of different camp areas, beautiful areas actually along the Coeur d'Alene River. There's the snake pit and the fly fishing place. Just keep driving, and farther and farther out you get farther away from civilization, and just the way we like it. The river is over there. It's kind of hit and miss when you're close to it, far away, and close and far. Where we're going, the free spots where we're going are pretty much right on the river, but I think we're going to stay at one of the different spots. Yeah, you can see the rivers right there. And in the summertime, it's great to float down it. I haven't done it personally yet, but I've seen a lot of people doing it, and they sure seem like they're having a good old time. So I'm just going to go on that and say that it's a good time. But we're going to get to camp and get stuff situated. We'll go from there. Alright, we are driving into where we will be camping for the evening. Right down there's the river, and that's the spot we usually camp at, right next to the river. But we're gonna stay up on the upper tier for today and see what else there is available. There's a couple campers back on the lower side. This is a pretty good spot. Maybe we'll come back here, but we're gonna see what else there is. I know there's usually some pretty good spots up here closer to the restrooms that have more trees for blocking the wind. Oh, there's somebody in looks like a Mercedes van. Oh, there's a couple other people. So we will see what's where and then come back to you. All right, we have made it to Kingston. The Coeur d'Alene River is just over there, probably about maybe 100 yards. You can kind of see it through the trees. We'll take a walk over there so you can see it better. But it is absolutely beautiful out here. Unfortunately, as many spots as there are out here, most of them were very wet. So we're even closer to the road traffic. But this is a very rural road, and it shuts down to traffic pretty early. So the fire pit, this is our home for the evening. Hi, Bradley. And we got plenty of firewood. Couldn't believe how cheap it was at the gas station about 20 miles from here. Almost all of that cost what one bundle cost in town. There's Donald with his Doritos. Say hi, Donald.
Hi.
And we'll give you a little walkthrough of our camp spot. Get the water and canopy up and everything. Got my tent situated with my bedding in there, and the boys have their, can't really see, but just kind of ready to go for later. They'll situate it. And fridge, the power supply is down on the floorboard. Got here, it is 12:15, and we do have a neighbor, but I think they're just here with a side-by-side. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anybody. Well, yeah, we'll take a walk down by the river here in a little bit and show you the absolute beauty down there. I would have loved to have been down there, but we wanted something a little different. Down right next to the river is usually where we stay, and I hope I do not regret not being down there. I kind of already do because of the traffic going by. But it's free camping, and I am not going to complain too much. All right, later. Howdy, folks. Yep, that was a car going by. We left the other place because of highway noise, and we ended up in a camping spot pretty much next to a rural road, but it should die down. No big deal. This is an absolutely awesome spot. I am relaxing in the hammock and got the phone charging on a little solar panel, working great. Can't see him, but Donald's over there in my tent relaxing. And again, I don't know how to rotate this while it's recording, but Bradley is being creative with some limbs that were down, and it is a gorgeous afternoon, and we were hanging out by the fire. I actually fell asleep sitting in the chair, so I decided to put the hammock up. It's about nap 30. Got nothing else to do. It's all right. It's pretty good out here. If it wasn't for the occasional vehicle going by, just the sound of the slight breeze through the pine trees blowing across the face of that big old stone mountain across the way, and the sound of the river. Yep, it's pretty good. I am very thankful to be able to come out here and just do nothing if I choose to. I'm talking to the camera. But, yeah. I might continue my nap. I might just lay here. I mean, honestly, if I just lay here, I'm going to continue my nap. Some might say I have a touch of narcolepsy. Not to make light of that, because I know it's a pretty serious condition, but I can literally fall asleep anywhere, pretty much any time. I'm perpetually tired. I do have sleep apnea and a bunch of other issues. I'm sure you could tell from my breathing. I have soft tissue issues as part of the sleep apnea, but I also do have COPD. So, you know, we all have all sorts of awesome gifts, but my mama didn't raise a quitter. So we just keep on keeping on. Anyway, not to be all bleh. It's beautiful out. The boys are relaxing.
Everybody seems to be having a good time. The weather is, I mean, it could be a little warmer, but honestly, it's it's April 19th. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we're out here in the wilderness. It's pretty peaceful for the most part, and we're spending some good quality time together. We wish Mama was here, but she had to work this morning, and I think she has plans with some of her girlfriends later. She just started the Terzepatide shots, so yeah, she's hanging back. Anyway, more cars. Thanks for joining us this weekend. We appreciate it. And we'll see you again here in a little bit when it's dinner time. So here we are. Day is winding down. It's about 4:30. The boys are out exploring. We have walkie-talkies with a 7-mile range, so we're able to keep in touch with each other. And that white SUV is still here. Nobody has been around. It is quite peaceful, as you can see and hear. It is beautiful out here. This is probably one of my favorite places to go when it comes to free camping. Got the fire going. The boys insist on throwing fresh stuff on there that is, you know, it's not going to burn very well. But there's plenty of room here. Plenty of firewood still. Tents wide open still. There's my hammock. This is just kind of the relaxed hammock. I do have one that I bought more for when I go bike camping and all that. It has a built-in bug screen and an upper ridge for a rain fly, and then an attachment for a bottom quilt and all that. But I just brought the throw it together, and if you need it to relax, then relax. I did lay in it and relax for a little bit today, but I did not actually take a nap in it. I did take a nap in my chair for about 20 minutes. Other than that, it's pretty quiet. Not a lot of traffic at the moment. Seems to be dwindling down pretty good. And we will be cooking everybody's dinner when they get back. Bradley already ate a couple of hot dogs before he left, but I'm sure he's going to eat plenty more. But that's it from where we're at. Kingston, Idaho. North Fork of the Coeur d'Alene River. Off of, I think it's exit 36 maybe, off of I-90 going towards Missoula, Montana and all that stuff. It's like maybe a half hour outside of Coeur d'Alene, but it's just right. Perfect getaway. Obviously we're not out in the extreme wilderness, or we're going to have to worry about traffic, but we are out of town, and that feels great to just be able to get away. I'm very thankful for the opportunity to be able to do this. And honestly, I live in my vehicle, so I'm always camping. I don't know how much explanation needs to go in that. Obviously, we have a apartment back home in Coeur d'Alene that the wife and the boys live in, and I try to stay close to work as much as possible throughout the week. And yeah, that's it. I mean, the love's still there. It's just what it is. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you in a bit. Good evening, folks. Welcome back. Donald's over there curling up in the hammock like he's Absalom from Alice in Wonderland. Bradley's whittling like a troll, and I'm cooking my dinner. We're going to turn it down a little bit. We got some little smokies and some barbecue sauce with some pork and beans. Sitting by the fire, it's pretty nice. It's still about 55 degrees out, so it's pretty nice. Boys did some exploring, and yeah, that's about it. Donald ate his dinner. He had some ramen. Bradley had his hot dogs earlier, and then he just had a can of SpaghettiOs, because that's what he likes. Cold out of the can, just like the old man. And they had a couple snacky things, some Doritos and Rice Krispie treats and whatnot. Evening's kind of winding down. I mean, it's only 5:30, but we'll probably turn in fairly early tonight. It's supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow, and we got a bunch of stuff to do. I'd like to maybe go for a bike ride once we get back into town and ride down by the resort and the beach area and the park and all that. Maybe we can convince Mama to go with us, but if not, me and the boys will go. And then I got some Sunday afternoon obligations I need to fulfill that I do every week for a little business that I own. And yeah, and then Monday's back to the grind. We'll go from there and see where we end up next week. If, God willing, next weekend shows up. Never can tell. But we will see you in a bit. I'm going to finish my dinner. Finish cooking it, that is. And then enjoy it. And put away what I do not finish. And then just kind of hang out. And we'll go from there. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Pleasure. Welcome back, y'all. We sitting here around the fire, and Bradley's whittling, kind of. Donald is in the hammock, kind of chilling. We're just sitting here relaxing. The temperature has dropped significantly. It is about 42 degrees and it is 7:27. I think we're gonna wait for the fire to die down and then extinguish it. Where's your thing?
The what thing?
Yeah, I wanted to show them. Bradley, Bradley got a little. Okay, well, okay. Oh, Bradley's gonna show you something.
Earlier, it was over there. I was building in trees, but I moved it. It's right here. And it's a little archway. But I found this piece of wood earlier, and I thought it was nice, and I made that. Here, Donald wants to do something.
I feel bad, like self-conscious, staring at myself.
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, okay. Welcome back. Yeah. So we're sitting around the fire. Well,
2 of us are.
Yeah, 2 of us are. Boys had some s'mores. Went for another hike. Sorry. And I think we're gonna be turning in before too much longer. Maybe sleep in the morning. I don't know. I'm kind of an early riser, even when I don't have to be. I'd like to be able to rest, but we shall see. I'll just be thankful if tomorrow shows up. Never know. But I might holler at you later while I'm in bed, or I may forget and not do it. Because honestly, I'm really good at forgetting. So we'll see you one way or the other. Either later tonight or later in the morning. Either way, later. These kids are crazy. They're playing manhunt. Literally, we're surrounded by darkness. And Bradley likes to emulate the vocals that he heard on a Ohio Bigfoot hunt of apparently the vocalization and the language that they were sharing during a recording. Oh, here comes Donald. You can see him. You may not be able to see him, but I can see him. There he is. Oh, he's gone. Bradley's still way over there looking for him. Welcome back, y'all. Not sure if you can hear that or not, but the boys are still playing. They're playing manhunt, and they are having a blast out here in the darkness. It is pitch black, other than up in the sky and right here by the fire. Oh, times like these, there's just no replacement for. I tell you, spending time out here with the boys, Bradley and Donald, and just reflecting on really what matters. Yeah, we got it pretty good. We got it pretty good. Could be better, could be worse. But we're out here, and sorry about that. And we're having good times together, talking about talking about a lot of stuff, and just making memories. Few things could be more important than a father with his children. Oh, hold on, sorry. Making memories that can never be replaced. We're going to be going to bed here soon. So until the morning, we're going to sign off. And we will see you later. Well, folks, it's that time. It is bedtime. It's about 9:40, 9:42, technically, whatever. I am in my tent, in my sleeping bag. Whew. Get a little winded trying to get everything situated. It's a small tent. I am not a small guy. And getting in the bag and all that stuff, it takes a bit. So we are signing off for the evening. The boys are in the car. Chris locked up. They've had plenty of fun, so they should sleep pretty good tonight. Fire is out. And we shall see you in the morning. It is about 34 degrees right at the moment. Fortunately, I sleep much better when it is cold. So I will see y'all in the morning, God willing. Morning, folks. It is coffee time. Late start this morning. Fire going. Boys are already out for a walk by the river. Last night got pretty chilly, but not too bad. Not as cold as the night before. And the road noise died down pretty quickly after dark. We had hear some bigger log trucks come through first thing this morning, probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And yeah, they went through, but it wasn't consistent. I fell back asleep and woke back up at 6, I believe it was. Boys are still hunkered down, snoozing. Don behind me, coming up from his walk. And beautiful, beautiful morning. Chilly, but sun's out. It's supposed to be in the 70s today, I think. And we're gonna figure out what this breakfast is gonna be, and then stuff tore down. Head back to Coeur d'Alene so we can get these guys situated for school, and then I have some work to do, and then figure out where I'm gonna park and lay my head tonight. Probably at one of the lots of we shall see. But we'll talk to you in a little bit. Bradley eating his oatmeal, and Donald said the hell with real food. He's having some Doritos for breakfast, I guess. So when at camp, do it what campers do, I suppose. I am making some Spam and eggs. Switched it up. I put a little bit of chai in my coffee this morning. Bunch of boaters coming through, dropping their vehicles off and getting in the river. We will be packing up and headed out. It's already 10 o'clock in the morning. Very late start. None of us really got up early, like got up. Donald got up before anybody and walked down by the river. But that's about it. Back to reality after this, and another week. And then we'll see what next weekend brings us. Breakfast time, and kind of odd, just sitting here and look over, and I have a new friend. Just walked around and laid down. Has some very interesting eyes, and when it stares at you, it's kind of, I don't know, seems like a nice enough dog. It just came walking in off the road behind the car. So has a collar on. I don't know, maybe from one of the houses around the area, but and now both boys have Doritos. Later on. Well, all right, folks. We got everything packed up, and we are heading out. We ended up, that dog, his name is River, and he had a tag on his collar, so we got the information, and I will call his daddy when we get back in the phone service. Beautiful dog. He was very timid at first, but he came up to the boys and let them pet him, and then eventually
Let me pet him first.
he came up to me and let me rub his little head. And yeah, so we'll call them when we get closer to civilization. Even though there's houses and stuff out here, there is no cell service. If I had my Starlink like I planned on by now, we'd have been all right. But you know, it's part of camping is to get away. There's some other areas by the river. We're just headed back towards Coeur d'Alene.